What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode on the Locked In Sports Podcast channel. Today, I'm going to be talking about my reaction to Super Bowl 56. So, overall, I was a little disappointed in the outcome because obviously, if you saw, I wanted the Bengals to win. But this game was incredible. I mean, both of these offenses were just, they're star-studded, and the action we got was the best we could ever ask for in a Super Bowl. I mean, the Bengals started off slow. I think the Rams defense just had them locked in. It was like the run game was working a little bit. The first quarter was really rough. They had that first drive where they went for it on fourth down midfield. Looked like a weird throw by Burrow. Burrow looked a little shaken to start, and I mean you can't blame him. He's a second-year player that's coming off of both two torn ligaments in his knee, playing in the biggest game in sports. And honestly, I'm a little impressed for how well he came back and bounced back and the second half that he had. I think he had a great game, and I'll get into that a little more later. But right now, I'm also going to talk about the D-line. I mean, the Bengals D-line, I was beyond impressed with in the first half, and even throughout the whole game, especially the first half. I mean, you watch the first half of play, like Sam Hubbard, DJ Reader, everyone, they were always in the backfield. It was crazy, and Rams' run game, they had nothing going. Cam Akers had, I think, like a little over 20 yards. Darrell Henderson had a pretty good game throughout the pass, but the Bengals D-line was playing incredible. And the only thing that stopped them was their secondary. I mean, the secondary played horrendous, to say the least. I mean, Stafford, what a game. What a game. Just in the first half alone, he had 165, 2 touchdowns and a pick. And that pick was, it was just a thrown-up pass. He threw it to Jesse Bates, which we could talk about Vernon Hargreaves. I mean, look at that. I would have pulled up the clip right here. Look at that guy just running on the field. Come on. How are you really going to do that? I mean, obviously, I get you're excited. It's the Super Bowl. You're excited, but you're not even playing. What are you doing? I don't know. Obviously, I was entertained by watching that clip, but I don't know. It took a lot of the Bengals, that last drive. I think they could have gotten 3 after that, but after getting sent back 10 yards, it didn't look too well for them. All the Rams receivers are eating, but especially Odell Beckham. I mean, wow. He started off that first touchdown on the wheel route, incredible. And then he had a big drag. He had 2 catches for 52 yards and a touchdown, and it was wow. This guy is really, he might win Super Bowl MVP. People were saying that, the people that I was watching the game with were like, oh my gosh, he might win Super Bowl MVP. And I was heartbroken. I think all of America was heartbroken when he went down with that torn ACL. I think if you hate Odell, it's some personal weird problem with him because everything about that guy is just so likable. I mean, you even see him at the end of the game, him and Von Miller embracing, him crying. It was awesome, and I was so happy to see him finally get his ring. And I'm excited to see how he's going to bounce back from this injury. I mean, that's his third torn ACL in his career. That's tough. But we're gonna see how he comes back. I think if he could stay playing at the level he was playing during the Super Bowl, I think he could be a top 15, possibly top 10 receiver. Joe Mixon for the Bengals was just insane, though. He had a great game. He had almost 90 yards on the ground. In the first half, he was one of their big-time players, really. I mean, obviously the passing touchdown he had to T. Higgins was awesome. But the Bengals O-line, they weren't really blocking for him, but he was still fighting. He would get 3 or 4 yards a carry, which is all you can really ask for. I mean, in a player, that's honestly all you can ask for. The thing about the Bengals is that they are very driven on big plays, I like to call them spark plays. And one of those was definitely this Ja'Marr Chase catch right here. I mean, wow. On Jalen Ramsey, who leading up to this game, this matchup was so hyped up. And first target at Ramsey, boom, 60 yards, wow. Ja'Marr Chase was just having himself a game, and he was proving why I put him as a top 5 receiver as a rookie. And he was just proving that today. I mean, he had 5 for 89, and one of the plays that got me the most electric was when it was the Bengals' last drive, and he had a hitch, and he spun Ramsey, and got an extra 15 yards of field. And I was just like, wow, this guy is just incredible. He really is. And when you get him the ball in space, I mean, he's so tough to stop. I felt so bad seeing him not be able to finish his incredible rookie season with a Super Bowl ring, but he'll be back next year, and he's going to prove why everyone should put him as a solidified top 5 receiver next year. And then T. Higgins, too. I mean, wow, like, he really played incredible, and I think he shocked a lot of people. I mean, I knew he was going to have a great game, like I said in the last video, but he came out insane. 4 catches for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. And 2 of his catches were the biggest plays for the Bengals on offense. I mean, obviously, the Joe Mixon touchdown pass right before half, and the incredible catch he had on Ramsey on the first play of the second half, which was, 75-yard touchdown. Like, that's, again, another spark play to start the second half. I mean, after that, Bengals get a pick, and it looks like the Bengals are really rolling, which they were. They were really rolling coming out of the second half, and they just fell apart. Honestly, that's what happened. But Jalen Ramsey, he had himself a tough day. I mean, I've always thought that he was a little overrated. I mean, obviously he's one of the best corners in the NFL, undoubtedly, but you see the stuff with him mic'd up saying, "Oh, I'm the best corner in the league. I'm the best corner in the league. I could guard anyone." And it was pretty satisfying for me to see him give up 160 yards and a touchdown. All the trash that he talks, it's just like, come on, just play football. And I'm hoping that going into the next season, he'll, bring it down a notch. Other than that, though, the Rams' defense was lights out. I mean, Aaron Donald, what a game for him, too. Like, he played incredible. He was just, I felt like, he was one of those guys who was in every play. Honestly, I feel like almost every play, Aaron Donald was either getting pressure on Burrow, tackling Joe Mixon in the backfield, or obviously the last play of the game, almost sacking Burrow. And given the Rams, he was talking about all week that all he wanted was his ring, and he gave it to him. But, I mean, come on. The Bengals O-line, are you serious? Like, you're really going to let your quarterback get sacked 7 times, which should have been 8 if Burrow had thrown out of that incredible throw out of that sack. But, like, are you kidding me? I think the Bengals got to go out there and just revamp that whole O-line because, I mean, Jonah Williams is all right, but, like, the whole right side of that O-line is disgraceful. I mean, look at this. Like, what are they doing? The Rams D-line is incredible. Like, they are probably the best defensive line in the NFL. But you're really, like, it's the Super Bowl. It's the Super Bowl, and all you have to do is block. Like, really, I get it's tough and it's a big stage, but you have to, if you want to win the Super Bowl, you have to be able to give Burrow at least a little time. And I remember seeing on Twitter after the game that picture of, I don't know if you guys have seen it, I could put it up right here, the picture of Jamar Chase wide open after he smoked Ramsey yet again. And as someone who wanted the Bengals to win, like, that's heartbreaking. And for a Bengals fan, I'm not even a Bengals fan, but imagine being a Bengals fan during, like, that's heartbreaking. It really is. That play just overall was a tough play to watch and very heartbreaking for fans in Cincinnati. But honestly, the reason the Bengals lost was because of that. One of the best drives I have watched a football team do was that Matthew Stafford 79-yard touchdown drive to win the game. And throughout that whole drive, they were just so poised. And besides that one terrible call on Luke Wilson for the holding, which was kind of a give-back call after they didn't call the Darrell Henderson holding call. But, like, oh my gosh. You saw the no-look Stafford pass. Like, that was just incredible. And obviously you have the man, the myth, the legend, Cooper Kupp, who had an insane game. I mean, obviously, undoubtedly Super Bowl MVP. And I'm so happy to see him shine. I mean, I love Cooper Kupp. He's incredible, honestly. You really can't stop him. Like, look at these routes that he runs are just, I don't even know what to say. Like, he's perfect in every aspect of his game. And you watch him on the goal line fade on Eli Apple, and it was just like, it's over. I mean, I saw him line up on Eli Apple, and I said Stafford's going to Cooper Kupp, and it's over. Yeah, like, Eli Apple, again, another player, like, the Bengals O-line too, like come on, dude. Like, it is the Super Bowl, and you're going to give up 2 touchdowns. Both of Cooper Kupp's touchdowns were Eli Apple's fault. One of them because he got stuck in his zone and didn't understand what his assignment was. I don't know what happened, but it looked like he didn't understand what he was supposed to be doing. And he gets absolutely destroyed by Cooper Kupp on the last play of the game. But even after that drive, like, the Bengals really did have a chance. They had a chance, though they're only down 3. I mean, you could take this game to overtime, but, Bengals O-line and Samaje Perine, who I don't understand why he did not die for this pass. Like, I just don't understand. Dude, it's, again, I've been saying this all video. It's the Super Bowl. Like, you have to put everything on the line for this game. You want to be world champions. Like, you have to do everything you possibly can. And that is just not the effort you need from a player, especially in the Super Bowl. As NFL fans, we had one hell of a game this past Sunday. And I was just happy with the football we got to watch. I mean, Super Bowl is always hard because at the end of the day, you can't watch football again for another 6 months. But that was definitely one way to go out. And I was really happy with the way how this game ended. I mean, as much as I did not want the Bengals to lose, I was happy that the Rams won in a very honorable and incredible fashion. I can't wait to see what's to come next season. I mean, I'm going to be making more videos on this channel, like mock drafts, all sorts of NFL stuff. We're still going to be talking about the NFL, but I just can't wait for next season, and I was really happy with the Super Bowl. You guys can let me know in the comments what you guys thought, but overall, I was happy with how the game went. I thought we got a great game, and there's a lot more to look forward to this offseason. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video. I hope to see you guys in the next one.